Hello. I am going to maybe show you guys. Trying to get this. I was going to use my laptop, guys, but then wait, view request. View. Come on, request. Jimar. There we go. Haha. Maybe it's working. I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Hey, what's going on, Nate?
Just chilling.
Oh, how are you, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, let's get this thing set up and ready to teach some balloons. Well, let me see. 1 second. All right, is that you got it set up right?
Yeah, I think so. Sort of. My I didn't find my phone holder, but it's time, so I'm going to probably have to hold it and not actually do too much demonstrating. Because maybe.
You want to like put it against a laptop, maybe?
All right. Well, it's sort of holding right now.
Okay, there you go. That's perfect. All right. So just to explain to you a little bit of how things work around the Gemar Live Adventure, we have two crowds, English and Spanish. So whatever you say, I gotta translate. So just give me a couple of seconds, couple of minutes, so we can translate everything. Okay?
All right. Gotcha.
All right. Awesome. So let me just get a little formal introduction and started, and then we can go on. All right?
Yep.
Okay, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Gemar Live Adventure. With me, I have Nate Culpepper from the Balloon Collective. It's a brand new artist for the Gemar Live Adventure. Very talented. We're gonna learn a lot today, guys. So let's begin by sharing this live with someone that might need help, wants to learn something new with Jamar Balloons, and something from Nate. Okay. My name is Mateo. I am the Jamar marketing representative for Jamar USA, and I will be here as a translator and also a commentator. Now I'm going to say it in Spanish. Okay. Bienvenidos a otro episodio del Jamar Live Adventure. Mi nombre es Mateo. Soy el representante de marketing de Jamar USA. Y conmigo tengo a Nate Culpepper de The Balloon Collective. Hoy vamos a aprender algo de él. Es un nuevo instructor, nuevo maestro que nos va a enseñar una técnica nueva. Así que vamos a compartir esta live con la gente que quiera aprender algo de Nate y quiera aprender de un instructor nuevo. Okay? So guys, so again, we have Nate here. Nate, I will let you introduce yourself, kind of tell us a little bit about you, and then we can continue with the class.
All right. Awesome. So I'm Nate the Great with the Balloon Collective. We mostly specialize in decor and installs these days. And one of the things we just did was some pink flamingos. So I'm going to show you how to do the framing for that and basically everything I use to make these frames. And then I'll walk you through the sizes real fast that I used on the flamingo. There's not a lot of them, but it's pretty easy. And then I'll show you how I made the beak, because everybody keeps asking me how I did that. So, yeah.
Okay. Bueno, básicamente su nombre es Nate Culpepper. Él forma parte del Balloon Collective. Ellos se especializan en decoraciones e instalaciones, y a mucha gente le pregunta a él cómo hacer el flamenco que hace él, especialmente la parte, la boca del flamingo. Y entonces nos va a enseñar cómo hacer esta técnica del flamingo, cómo lo instalamos y cómo lo hacemos con la vara de aluminio. All right. Now, before we start, let's talk about the list of materials that we're going to be using today, the colors.
All right. So the colors that I used for the flamingo were Jimar yellow, which I don't have the bag for that for some reason.
But
and
does it necessarily have to be any yellow? Or
yeah, I got yellow. And some baby pinks.
Okay. That's the pink, right?
Yeah.
Baby pink?
Baby pink. I used 11s and 16s. This just happens to be my leftover bag.
Okay. Vamos a usar el color principal es el 073 Baby Pink de Jamar, 12 pulgadas. What size are you going to be using? 12-inch?
For the baby pink, I use 16s and 11s. And then there's like just a few 5s on the ends and stuff like that.
Okay, básicamente vamos a usar el 19 pulgadas, 12 pulgadas y un poquito de 5. And that's the baby pink. We're going to be using rose pink as well?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, just pink, not rose. But you can use whatever pink. Yeah. you want.
057 pink, 057 rosado, el pink. And any yellow or any yellow?
Yeah, we used yellow. The I forget which number it is.
But what
yellow.
size at least? Is it a 5/8, 12?
You can use 5 or 11s. We undersized these 11s because that's what we had.
Okay, vamos a usar
Yeah.
5 o 12 pulgadas del amarillo, del 002.
And then other materials is a base. I got these from Gemar.
Eso la base de Gemar.
Yeah, these are from. I bought these from you guys for sure.
So we can find all these colors and the base as well anywhere that you sell Gemar balloons, especially Balloons Palace. That's our associate in New Jersey. So if you happen to be around New Jersey, you can buy Gemar in Balloons Palace.
Yep. Awesome. Yep. And then other materials are these foam things. So I use 2 different sizes. I use this thick size, which is about a 1/4 inch thick.
Y vamos a hacer un foam board.
And then this really thin, floppy one, which is about a 1/16.
That to be different colors, or does it matter?
For the beak, yeah.
Okay.
I use 2 different colors.
Este es para la boca del flamingo. Necesitamos este foam board negro y blanco.
And then I use 3/4 inch EMT. And this is 5/16 aluminum rod.
Y vamos a hacer una vara de aluminio aproximadamente 6 pies. Awesome. All right, let's get started then.
All right, so the way I made this flamingo, let me see if I can get the whole thing on here. I was going to use my laptop, but it's not working, so maybe?
Yeah, that's better.
All right.
It depends. Are we going to be working on the bottom part first?
Well, I have most of it made, but what I was going to do is sort of walk it through.
Okay,
actually,
that's
just hold it here. So I end up cutting off a piece of aluminum rod. It was about 5 feet long, and then I put a little kink in here. There we go, kink right here, and that's to make it so that if I just made it a straight rod, the neck would fall down and just untwist itself. So you need this kink here for the body, otherwise it's not going to stay up.
Okay, básicamente tenemos que usar una vara de aluminio bien gruesa para esa parte para que todo sea bien estable. Y como vemos, tiene esa curva que le tenemos que hacer para que todo quede bien.
All right, so let me see if I can flip this around. There we go. Aha! So, and then right here, so I used the aluminum rod. This is a piece I use for something else, but it doesn't really matter. But it's you want a piece to come across so you can tape it in 2 spots, and then that way it won't twist off either. And then okay, yeah, so sorry, Spanish.
Entonces tenemos acá una barra de aluminio más pequeña para la forma de la pata del flamingo, y tenemos que es pegarla bien fijamente a la barra de arriba gruesa. Como podemos ver, tiene la forma del flamingo.
And then the great thing about 3/4 inch also is that it fits over the same pipes on the base. So you just put this on here.
Esta base no tiene que ver nada, este palo no tiene que ver nada con la base que estamos viendo ahí abajo, pero igualmente sirve porque es la misma medida.
All right, and then I attached right here with a 260. Just sitting there.
Y lo amarramos en todos los sitios que podamos para tenerlo bien fijo y bien firme. All right, guys, let's keep on sharing this live with someone else. Share it to your followers, share it to your friends. Someone that might want to learn how to make a flamingo, especially from Nate, where he's very famous for these flamingos. So come on, guys, let's share this live with someone else.
And then, so I bend the pipe with a pipe bender, and then the aluminum rod I can just bend by hand, and that's why I use aluminum rod for that.
Y eso también este tipo de barra de aluminio es pequeña porque además de que los flamingos tienen las patas bien pequeñas, también es muy fácil de manejar con la mano.
So then I taped this in here, and this comes all the way to about right here. I shoved it in there, bent it a little bit, and then shoved it in there. It locks in at that point. Then I taped this here just so it's solid. And then I bent the rest by hand.
Y todo esto lo que podemos ver, él lo hace a mano, porque es muy fácil de doblar el coso. We have a comment saying, wow, that's going to be so cool.
All right, and then so to make the two pipes come together, I use a thing called maker pipe. It looks like this. They're little puzzle piecey things.
Okay.
And they're amazing. They work only for 3/4.
And can you show me where that goes?
It's right here.
Okay, como pueden ver, eso
Okay.
sujeta esta estructura. We can find that in Home Depot or something like Lowe's.
No, you gotta order it online. It's called Maker Pipe.
Okay, esto es algo que lo conseguimos online, Amazon, se llama Maker Pipe.
Yeah.
Lo podemos hacer así. Awesome.
And so yeah, so there's your frame. And then to cut the pipe and the aluminum rod when I need to, I use hacksaw. Everybody should be using a hacksaw. It's amazing.
And that's okay. Y para ese material lo que usa él para cortar la barra de aluminio si necesitamos. También podemos usar algo menos sofisticado como yeah, pliers or something like that.
Yeah, it's a bandsaw actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. And so here we go. We'll put this off to the side. Da-da-da. All right. You sit here for a second. Flip it around.
You're housing flamingos.
I am. Right. So, I did most of this one already. All right, so the machine that I use is I use a Precision Air, no, a Twin Air Sizer. There we go. Which is a premium Twin Air Sizer. Right, this is what it looks like. So far away.
Usa el que es un Premium Duo Air Sizer.
Yeah.
El de la marca Premium.
Yeah.
Guys, it's a premium. That's a professional balloon inflator for those who may not know. Very efficient.
There we go. It's that one.
Okay.
And then, so all the sizes are based off of this. But the thing is, when you're making a sculpture, you need to make it proportional to whatever you're doing. So just because I tell you a size doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right size for you.
Okay. It's a very good tip. Let me stop and translate that for a second. Básicamente nos dice Nate, es que por ese inflador vas a calibrar los globos, pero cuando él te dice, porque él nos deja saber que tiene que ser simétrico, tiene que ser a la proporción de uno, del evento, lo que sea. O sea que cuando él te dice una medida, no necesariamente es la medida correcta, sino que todo tiene que ser adaptado al tamaño que vamos a trabajar.
All right.
Yes, this will be saved for future viewing and the account Balloons Palace, and it's also Balloon Palace, and it's also gonna be saved onto our YouTube channel, Jamar USA. If you want to subscribe, watch all the videos, every single instructor, every single class.
Man, I can't. I wanted to do this on my laptop. It would have been so much easier.
But,
all right.
But the way that you had it first, it was fine. So I'm not sure if you want to place it down.
Yeah, it'll be okay. So this one, this size right here, and then this size right here are the same, and we did those at 0.6 on the premium Twin Air.
That's around what, like 4 or 5 inches?
I don't know. It's 0.6. If I had to get here, I can. 1 second, I'll get it.
I can explain, but I'm gonna let them know that basically what matters is that both ends are the same size, right?
Yeah. 1 second. I have a measuring thing.
Esta medida lo que nos acaba de contar Nate es que básicamente las medidas de los dos lados del cuerpo son las mismas, o sea que vamos a empezar con lo mismo. Lo que pasa es que él lo trabajó en el Premium inflador, que es una medida calibrada a 1.6. 2 pulgadas es la presión del inflador, que básicamente son los dos lados juntos.
Let me see here. All right.
Let's see if we can size it.
Yeah, I can size it.
We got an old school sizer.
Well, I mean, I just used this. I always just am like, give me a 0.6 or 0.3. All right, so that's set on 0. Here, go to 0.
Ajá, los globos rosados son de 5 pulgadas y 12 pulgadas, es verdad. Es en serio. Es el baby pink y el pink.
Or not. There. Oh. Okay, here we go. Got the 0. And then I can just slide this one over. All right. It's about 4.5, 5 inches.
Ok, esto es aproximadamente la medida de los globos de los lados es 4 pulgadas y media. That's from the very first one and the very last one of the body, right?
Yeah, the very first. This one. Man. Let's see if I can move you back some.
Ajá, pues
That's all you get.
En cualquier punto de venta, Jamar, vamos a preguntarle a la gente de Balloon Palace si tiene infladores. También los podemos conseguir en las partes donde vendan Jamar.
There we go. Can you see everything? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see everything. I think we should leave it right there for the whole class.
All right, great. And then this one right here looks to be 6 inches. Yeah, that one's 6 inches. This is 6.
Okay.
So this one makes we're just going to move that way.
So we should be going up by like 1/2 inch, right? Every single cluster?
About an inch, actually.
Okay.
1/2 inch to an inch. So yeah, this one is like 4.5. This one's like 5.5.
Okay.
6.
So are these clusters of how many do we make per cluster?
These are all quads.
Okay.
These are all quads right here.
Okay. Vamos a hacer, esos son cuartetos. Empezamos con la medida 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, and all the way until we get to the middle, right?
Yeah. And then this one. Yeah, I had these written down as a. This one's 7. That's 7 right there.
But what matters is that we keep the symmetry all around, guys. So you remember how we mentioned it's not about the measurement; it's about how big we're going to make something and how proportionate we have to make it. So as you see, we start very evenly throughout the whole decoration, and we come together to the same size.
Yeah. So I went bigger, and then I went back to smaller, and then both sides are the same.
Now, are we gonna learn just a little bit, like how do you place them? Is that something that?
Yeah. So the one thing about the flamingo, which is a little bit different, these aren't 100% all the same. Here we go. Let me pull this off here.
Como él lo anuda, lo pone a la estructura, pero básicamente le recordamos que empezamos con una medida pequeña, 4.5 pulgadas aproximadamente, o 5 pulgadas, y lo vamos agrandando hasta llegar hasta el medio y volver abajo.
All right, so
acá lo acaba de decir en español.
So the last two I don't do this, but everything up into the neck I do. So I do. So the two big ones, and then some small ones on the bottom, and then I vary it.
So this is something you do throughout the whole thing, besides the last
just
two?
This body right here, because it gives the body sort of a flat bottom instead of it just being like this big old porker. So it's a little. Once we put them all back on, so you do like 3 big ones and a small one, and then you do
That's throughout the whole body, right?
Yeah, the whole body. Two big ones and two small ones. And then they nest, and then it makes a flat bottom.
Ok, básicamente lo que vemos acá es que él agarra un globo, el cuarteto, el cuarteto, el globo de abajo va a estar pequeño y igualmente lo vamos a hacer por toda la decoración de abajo para que tenga la parte de abajo sea un poco más plana. El propósito es que sea un poco plano para que no se vea como un marrano o algo que no debe ser.
All right.
Very
So,
nice.
yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Nate.
Yeah, so they just nest together. And
Como
then
podemos ver, así fácilmente se encajan juntas y formamos un efecto como si fuera la parte de abajo bien más.
So, here we go. Another thing is when you're making these things, it really helps if you start it right where you're going to have problems trying to twist them around.
Which is the base?
No, it's the T. Yeah, where it connects to the base. So what you do, there we go, is you want the balloon. So here's where your pipe would be right here, and then there's the pipe. So you want to make sure that you put that one right there, and then your ones that are off by an eighth. Yeah, you have that on just on either side, so that way you don't have to fight to make this. The pipe doesn't want to go there; it wants to go here.
Right. So, can you quickly demonstrate how you do that?
I mean, it's.
Or is that I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to explain that.
Okay.
Maybe I don't understand correctly. Las tres son la misma pulgada, sí, porque le está usando un calibrador, un trabajo.
So you have your piece, and this is the part that's going to give you problems.
Yeah.
So you give it a twist, and then you suck it back into where that pipe's going to be.
Okay. Okay. So we place it into the base, to the structure, and then pull it back when we're ready.
Yeah, you pull it back to where that pipe is, and then you place on either side.
Okay. Básicamente para la parte de la estructura que es la T, lo que nos recomienda Nate es trabajar con el globo en los lados y después llevarlo hasta la estructura para que quede bien fijado, porque si lo hacemos directamente en la estructura nos darán problemas.
And then so this one had too small on it with too big. So my next one on either side is going to be 3 big and 1 small.
Okay, para que encajemos bien los globos, él nos comenta que él usó 2 globos pequeños abajo y 2 arriba grandes en la parte de la T, y para encajarlo bien usamos uno, el próximo sería un globo pequeño y 3 grandes, para que es un rompecabezas. Si tenemos 2 globos pequeños abajo, ponemos uno el próximo en el siguiente. Después 2, después 1 y después 2. Eso es un efecto para que le dé algo más plano a la estructura de abajo para el flamingo. All right. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. So far, I feel like we explained everything well. Please let me know if you have any doubts.
And then for a pipe, I just take a balloon of whatever color I'm using and put it on the end so that way it doesn't pop them all.
Y como siempre hay que estar prevenidos y tener una seguridad. Nate puso un globo con el que estamos trabajando en la parte de atrás para que no estalle los globos.
All right. So what else do we got here? Da-da-da. So your sizes, make it flat against the bottom, and then here is just all quads that go up, except on these hard curves. Every once in a while, you want to use a duplet, and I'll show you that on this yellow right here too, because I have a lot of yellows.
But they're all sized the same, right?
Yeah, they're all sized the same. You just use a duplet instead of a quad sometimes to make the curve.
Okay,
and so it'll sit.
Que para el cuello y la curva, básicamente va a ser las mismas medidas por toda la curva, solamente que cuando estamos en una parte de la curva vamos a usar dupletas en vez de cuartetos. Así que vamos a poner atención.
Come on. No? All right. Let's see. Maybe, will that work? Will that work? That might work.
Yeah, that to see the bottom. Yes.
All right. There we go.
Y como la misma, wait, let me just explain this real quick. Eso es la misma técnica que vamos a trabajar en el cuello, la vamos a hacer abajo, entonces por eso es que la vamos a aprender abajo. All right. So it's the same technique, right? The one that from the bottom is going to be the one on the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a leaker there. We'll put you on top. There we go. All right. So for like right in this beginning, so with the body, you make the body first, and then you make the leg balloons and put those in there. Get those nice and snug. Chonk. And then this comes out at a weird angle, and it's not going to rest nicely right at first because it's a weird angle. So if you just take a duplet and shove it up in there, that actually ends up sort of making it a quad coming off this way.
Okay.
And you can see that right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you have a quad.
Okay. Básicamente, para estas partes, esos ángulos empiezan raros, entonces no empezamos con un cuarteto. Vamos a empezar siempre con una dupleta para que se vea como si fuera parte del cuerpo. Y así se ve más limpio y más simple. Como podemos ver, todo encaja súper bien. That's a very nice tip, Nate. Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah. And you just keep coming around. And then, so your quad.
Vamos a seguir encajando. Now, these are roughly like what? Like 3-4 inches?
These are 3 or 4. These are like 4. I would have made these smaller, but my son made them for me, so we're using them.
Esto lo podemos hacer una medida de 3.5 a 4 pulgadas. Recuerda que todo es la simetría. Right now we have a comment saying, nice puzzle.
Thank you. So you shove that in there. Now you got this corner that you have to deal with.
Okay.
And if you look, you have your single sticking out there. And so when there's a single, you take a double, and you're going to just put that in there and flip it a few times. And now you've sort of rounded that corner, and now you have...
Very smart. Okay, acá como podemos ver en las curvas, como empezamos en el principio y en las curvas, en esas partes donde son difíciles para darle un efecto mejor, vamos a usar dupletas para que le demos el efecto de la curva. No vamos a usar cuartetos. Ahí en esas curvas y en el principio vamos a usar dupletas para que todo encaje bien. Very nice.
So when you do that, you have to, so you do a double, and then the next one, you make a quad, except you're going to pick one of those balloons and you're just going to deflate it so it becomes a triple, and then make sure you tie it.
Okay, so we're gonna have to make the quad in order to tie. Basically.
So yeah, you make the quad like.
Or can we use a 260?
Huh?
Do we have to make the quad, or can we just make a triplet with a 260 attached to it? What's
I just make it a quad and then deflate one of the balloons, because that way I don't have to think about it.
Okay, but would a 260 be a good way to do it, or not really?
I mean, you could. That's more work. This is faster.
Okay, I just want to explain it properly because maybe I know the question's gonna come up. Can I use a 260? So I just want to clarify that.
Yeah, you can, but this is faster.
Okay. Okay, básicamente lo que nos dice Nate. Well, let me see you do it, and then I'll explain it in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Well, like
so you take a quad and you just twist it around, and then you need the triple, so you just grab one of your...
Okay.
And then deflate it and tie it on here. And you're just using the same supply that you already had. You just don't have to have singles or anything. It's just already there because somebody's already blowing up duplets for you.
Okay. And now we just place it onto the corner, or where do we?
Yeah, the next one. So after you do a double, you normally do a triple because the way the balloons work when you're going around the corner. And
okay.
So now you have a quad right here that you can use.
Y entonces básicamente lo que nos comparte Nate es vamos a usar una dupleta para la esquina y para seguir de nuevo para el redondo vamos a hacer una tripleta, pero la forma que nos enseñó él es que vamos a hacer unos cuartetos y desinflar un globo. Para ese globo sea un punto de amarre. Él lo que nos comenta es que cuando la gente está trabajando con él, la gente está inflando los globos y bueno, ya están haciendo dupletas. Entonces, ¿para qué vamos a usar un 260 para anudar? Sino que básicamente ya tenemos a alguien que está inflando dupletas y con esa dupleta misma hacemos una tripleta. ¿Sí me entienden? All right.
All right. All right. So then you just
Now we're going
continue
back
on
to
with,
quads.
yeah, you go back to quads for,
Fácilmente volvemos a los cuartetos para hacer el mismo efecto, ya que tenemos esa perfecta curva.
yeah. And I did make these a little too big, but it's okay. It'll still look good. But yeah, it's they should have been slightly smaller.
Si este video va a quedar grabado en la cuenta de Pales, también en nuestra página de YouTube, Jammer USA.
So you want to do your vertical completely before you bring this one around.
Okay. Vamos, ahora, antes de que terminemos esa parte, hay que terminar la parte vertical. Siempre vamos a terminar la parte vertical para poder después terminar esa. Guys, don't forget, every single balloon that we're working with, Jamar Balloons, we can find them in Balloon Palace. That's our associate in New Jersey. Para la gente que se encuentra en el estado de Nueva York, de New Jersey, podemos encontrar estos globos en la cuenta de Balloon Palace. Es un nuevo asociado de Jamar en New Jersey. Shout out to Mika.
And then I'm just gonna.
But right here, this is just a simple quad, right?
Yeah, these are all simple quads.
Okay. Esta parte vertical nada más es simplemente cuartetos. Lo único que es diferente es como hacer el efecto de la curva bien redondo, que es usando dupletas y tripletas. Esta es la misma técnica de abajo y arriba del cuello. Guys, so remember, this is the same technique that we use for the neck. Very, very nice, very smart, and very efficient way to work.
So then you get that little bad boy in there. I don't know if she sells these, but these are great. These little balloon bins. They're awesome. Highly recommend those.
Él recomienda que además de usar bolsas, podemos usar este tipo de canastas de cestas para poder tener el globo. It's also very smart because we're reusing something. We're not wasting plastic bags.
I mean, I use plastic bags all the time, but I reuse them all the time. The big ones from I use mattress bags.
Okay.
I can show you guys.
Exactly. So it's reusable. The whole point is to not throw things away.
Yeah. 1 second. I can show you Here's the mattress bags I use right here. This one's probably been used, I don't know, 20 or 30 times. And if they get a hole in them, you can just get some packaging tape and tape that bad boy up. Keep on using it.
Básicamente nos recomienda Nate que usemos unas bolsas que podemos reusar para guardar los globos, algo que no tengamos que botar todo cada vez que lo usemos.
All right, so that's the basic thing with the whole body. We can finish it if you really want me to.
It's up to you. However, I know you have another flamingo. Is that one finished?
This one is not quite finished. This one is almost finished. Here, I can finish it.
Are we going to learn how to do the beak?
Yeah. That's what I was going to move on to.
Okay. Well, it's up to you. We got the technique ready. We have all the measurements. It's up to you, whatever you want to move on to.
I'll finish this in a second, but I really want to make sure we get to the to showing how to do the beak.
Okay, vamos a aprender a hacer el hocico, que es lo que más le preguntan a hacer. El hocico del flamingo, la boca.
All right. So I firmly believe in mixed media for my balloons sculptures because not everything looks like a balloon, even if you're making it out of a balloon, because that's not the way humans or animals be. Like their eyeballs are different textures, their beaks are different textures. So,
okay. En la clase de las 3 p, que fue ayer, Um, está en el YouTube, Jamar USA. Wow, qué memoria tan mala. Pero básicamente lo que nos acaba de comentar es que él usa materiales diferentes para el hocico, que no son globos, porque él cree que, bueno, es verdad que los animales no todos tienen la misma textura, o sea que vamos a hacer algo con globos completamente, sino si podemos dar más realidad a la escultura, dándole otros tipos de texturas, como en este caso vamos a usar algún foam, un material diferente que nos globos, y podemos darle un poco más de personalidad. Ajá, la clase de las 3 p.m. fue Lu En Lee. Ah, PSM. Gracias, Diego. Que está en la página de YouTube, Lu En Lee. Aprendimos a hacer una mantilla.
All right, 1 second. I'm trying to adjust the camera.
El pico del... Gracias.
Yeah. All right. So, flip my camera. No, there we go.
I just want to comment on that, on how you said things have different textures, and I believe I agree with you as well. It also gives the decoration a lot more personality, and it makes it look more authentic.
Yeah, that's I really like that. Let's see, where's the Sharpie? Here we go. All right, I'm gonna try to do this one-handed.
I don't know if you want to place it in the opposite side of the table against the inflator or something like that.
We'll see what we can do. No! All right. Will it? All right. Is it gonna work?
Y sí, es verdad, es una forma más original darle a la decoración un tipo de textura diferente. No todo tiene que ser globos. En este caso, mucha gente le pregunta cómo hacer el hocico o el pico o la boca del flamingo.
All right.
Oh, very nice.
Let's see how this goes.
Así que pongamos atención porque esta es la parte más importante del flamingo para él.
All right, so here's what we're going for right here. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
And I make this little triangle thing.
Like very that.
Nice. And it's not crazy hard, but you just have to be trusting of yourself. So what I did I just looked at a flamingo beak and I freehanded this, and I was like, all right, my point's going to be over here, and I just I did my one. I was like, all right, there's the top part, and then I was like, oh, their bottom beak curves a little bit too. So then I came around. Now I was like, oh man, that one sucks. So then I came a little bit shallower. I was like, okay, there we go. And
básicamente vamos a dibujar la boca o el hocico, el pico en el foam board.
No, this isn't foam board. This is foam.
Okay,
from Michaels.
Bueno, el foam.
Yeah, see, it's foam. Yeah, it's really squishy. You get it at Michaels or here's the SKU number for it.
Lo podemos ver ahí. Eso es foam. No sé cómo se dice en español. Si se dice foam, se dice. Me pueden ayudar cómo se dice foam en español.
And so I made them, and then I cut them out, and I labeled them too.
Okay, entonces lo cortamos y lo ponemos porque eso es una clase de
Get out of the way. So this one is way too teeny, and I had measured these off of the flamingos when I was making them, so I didn't 100% completely freehand it, but I did a lot of freehanding there, as you can see.
But if it would be easier if you just show us like kind of like each figure that you made. So for example, that one, the other two, how many we have to do, and then I guess we just assemble it.
Yeah. So I made one piece out of this was a single piece. Okay. And I made it. And this was going to be my template.
Okay, eso es un Fomix lo que vamos a hacer, ese es el template. Lo que vamos a hacer es básicamente dibujar esa misma escultura de solamente un Fomix.
Okay. And I labeled them too. So this one's a 3 right here, see? And then that one's also a 3. It's right here.
Now, this is for you to guide yourself in how to assemble it, or how many.
No, this is so I can make them all the same, and then I know which ones go together.
Ok, y básicamente él los pone es porque cuando él lo saca de un papel, él quiere saber que, él necesita saber que de ese papel salió esas dos figuras, por eso es que le pone el mismo número.
All right. So what I did was I made
Perdón,
one, and then what I have to do is I'm going to use the smaller one, not this one, because we have a small flamingo anyways.
Okay.
So, where's the small? Where's one? There you are. See, that is about right. See, look at that. I was not even making up stuff. It was about right.
Le recordamos que eso no va a salir bien la primera vez, hay que practicarlo. It's just a reminder, guys, that this is not going to come out perfect the first time. You always got to practice and you know, to do things correctly. So
yeah, I actually made like 2 ahead of time, 2 ones, like not ahead of time, but the first time I made this, I made like 2 and they were both crap. And then I adjusted it a little bit and I was like, oh, okay. And then, so here's the thing that most people don't know is, so I made this first one and it was the smaller one. You can go along, and if you want it to be bigger, so if you, oh man, it's so hard to show this. So if your piece is about right there, you're like, okay, you see how I made that dot? That dot's going to be my outside point. So I want to make this bigger by like an inch. So then you just follow it with your finger and you can get a really good outside line, especially if it's a one, if you're using 2 hands, because then your piece doesn't move on you. That's what all these are. But you can literally make your piece an inch bigger or half. This is like a half an inch bigger right now, but I can do an inch. It's so much easier with 2 hands, let me tell you. And then, so you make your piece bigger and you just trace it out with your finger.
Wait, but is there a purpose of why you're making it a little bit bigger now?
No, I was just showing you guys that trick.
Oh, yeah, to just trace things, how big, like to size them up, basically?
Yeah, to size it up. Or you can also do it sizing it down, too. So if you wanted to do on the inside.
Bueno, básicamente lo que nos está diciendo Nate es que de esa forma, como él está manejando, como que casi calcando lo mismo que está haciendo, duplicando, pues, pero de esa forma lo podemos hacer un poco más grande, para como básicamente usar un flamingo pequeño, un flamingo grande, y no es necesario dibujar otra cosa. Podemos usar ese de adentro como referencia.
All right. So what you want is a really nice sharp razor blade. This one is not sharp. Give me a second. All right. So if you have a dead razor blade, I think this one's dead. Probably both sides are dead. Anyway, so you have your dead razor blade and you don't want to cut any bella else and throw it away in the trash can with the plastic bag. You just put it in a can, and then you have your can of razor blades. Sits around.
Disposing class.
Yeah, it dispose of all your razor blades in a single can. It's awesome. Highly recommend that, so that way nobody gets cut by taking out the trash.
Y cuando un tip que nos recomienda para tener que todo el mundo, para prevenir accidentes cuando estamos cortando estas cosas, y cuando queremos deshacernos de las cuchillas, Nate nos recomienda que lo metamos en una lata o algo donde la gente no se pueda apoyar o cortar.
All right.
Safety first.
So, yeah. So, man, I can't.
If you want, how you had it before, placed against I think the inflator, it was good. I'm pretty sure we could understand what you're doing.
All right.
I mean, it's just simple. You're just gonna trace it, and cut it out, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
We don't really need to see that from POV.
All right.
Put it and just switch the camera.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Let's put this on the ground. No. All right. So, need to cut out 2 of these.
Hay que cortar 2 de estos. Porque recuerda que es una forma de 3D. In this case, we're doing the big one, right?
This is the smallest one. That I.
Okay, so the inner part.
Yeah, we're doing the inner part.
Esta es como lo corté. Es un foam mix, un foam.
Can I get a second one out of this?
Es algo bien delicado. Es un material que es squishy.
Yeah, it's like squishy. I'm trying to see if I can get a second one out of this one.
Ahora vamos a intentar ver si podemos, en la otra parte podemos sacar uno de ese lado.
All right, I cannot. So we'll throw that on the ground and then do another one. And so this doesn't matter. What you're going to do is take the one that you have already and you put it on there.
Y ahí no tenemos que dibujar nada, solamente es calcar o usar el C que acabamos de cortar de referencia.
All right.
Bendable foam, that's that, Michael.
And then just trace that bad boy out.
Eso es anime comprimido. Bueno, la verdad no sé responder esa pregunta. Si me pueden ayudar, no sé qué significa eso.
Oh, I need to go find the hot glue gun.
I saw that you also tied things together. We're gonna also use hot glue gun.
Yeah, the tying together it's not really tying together.
Oh, okay. It's just so you tie onto the balloons?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ahora para los próximos pasos vamos a usar una pistola de silicona o sí.
All right. Really? I didn't cut you hard enough. I thought I did.
Sí, el material es un foam mix. Eso es como un tipo de algo que es como una goma. Un foam. Lo podemos conseguir en cualquier tienda de manualidades.
All right. There we go. So then we have our 2 matching pieces.
Ya lo tenemos 2 piezas que combinan.
And then what we want next is that piece that I made earlier.
The black one?
No, so I had made. This is going to be black.
Wait.
Right
Can you put it down where the?
So this one, see how this is like 2 pieces?
Uh-huh.
So this is the whole beak, like that. But we only want this part next.
Okay.
So this is the black part. So I just made some lumps there in the beak, and then.
So basically, it's the beak with a little bit more cut out.
Yeah. This would be the whole beak.
Uh-huh.
And then I made some things, some lumpy lumps here. I don't know, wave. And then I cut that out. And then this piece I'll keep, but it's for a full beak. This is the part we're going to use with the black, the really thin black. See, it's like about.
Okay. Let me. Can you hold that up together again? So I can explain it in Spanish. To like the first part, and yeah, there we go. Ok, básicamente ya tenemos dos partes de la boca el del pico, que son las dos grandes, que es básicamente esta junta. Ahora lo que pasa es que necesitamos la tercera parte, que es el mismo tamaño del hocico de los primeros dos, solamente es que le vamos a cortar la parte de, como podemos ver, dibujamos como si fuera una especie de punta y la cortamos. Porque esta va a ser la parte negra, o sea que vamos a hacer básicamente es la parte negra con esa parte ahí que dice black. Alright, y lo vamos a calcar.
All right. My headset just died. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. All right. So you put that on there. I'm going to use a black Sharpie. You can still see it.
Vamos a hacer un marcador preferible en negro, pero él dice que lo podemos ver. Y vamos a cortar eso. So we have a comment saying that you're amazing with your overalls.
Oh, thank you. All right. So then you cut that bad boy out. And the reason why you're using template is so you don't have to do too much trimming afterwards.
Y básicamente lo que vamos a hacer es ese template para las futuras decoraciones.
Dun-dun-dun.
Le recordamos que todos esos globos, todos estos materiales los podemos conseguir en Balloon Palace, nuestro asociado en New Jersey. Guys, it's just a friendly reminder that all these materials, these balloons, we can find them in Balloon Palace. That's our associate in New Jersey.
Yep. All right. So we need one more piece to be able to make our beak. And that is going to be
We have comments saying, awesome class.
Oh, thank you.
Para la gente que le está disfrutando y aprendiendo algo nuevo y muy interesante, vamos a mandarle un fuerte aplauso a Nate. Guys, let's give Nate a big round of applause so far. Great class, very knowledgeable individual. Send a nice round of applause to the comments, guys.
All right, so I need a triangle, and so I'll put a point here, and then I need the triangle to be about 2 inches up there-ish, but what I need, and I'm not sure I know where it is right at this moment. Oh, here it is.
But a lot of people clapping so far.
So you find your point that you want, and I want it about this long.
Now, what is this going to be exactly?
This is the bottom.
Okay. So, okay. Básicamente lo que vamos a hacer es la parte de abajo. And is there a way to kind of guess how we do that?
Yeah. So you put a little point, and then you sort of figure out the angle that you want. And so I put this on. It happens to be on 60 millimeters right now, but I don't care about the length per se. So I'm putting it on 60 because 60 is easy to remember. And then I'm going to put it on 29 because that's also easy to remember. So I'm going to do that.
It's just make your life easier.
Yeah, it's all about speed.
Okay, vamos a hacer un ángulo proporcional al hocico, al pico.
And then you put the 60 back on there, and then you go to the other side of your point and go to where it's now on 29.
So we were comment saying he's amazing. He's always saying I don't know, but he's one of the best.
And then you have yourself a triangle that's equal.
Y básicamente con ese ángulo vamos a hacer un triángulo que es muy parecido, de la misma medida del hocico. El video quedará grabado en la cuenta de Balloons Palace, en nuestro asociado en New Jersey, y también en nuestra cuenta de YouTube, German USA. ¿Qué estamos haciendo? Un flamingo. En este momento estamos haciendo el hocico del flamingo con un foam. Foamix, un...
This. Hard enough right now. Normally you can cut this out with one shot, but I'm screwing it up. All right. No! I'm really doing bad right now.
It's okay.
There we go. All right, so you have...
So we have 4 parts in total.
You would actually have more. So what you would have is one side here. See how that makes that
Wait,
look?
can you put it down? Can we put it down? Put it down. All right.
And
No. Just all you have to do is place it on the.
I
Okay.
tilt it a little more. So here's your 2 pieces.
Tenemos 2 partes.
But this part would go here.
Okay,
It
esta
would
parte va a ir allá.
make another piece to go here.
Double-sided. Okay.
And then you're also going to make a little piece. So this piece will go like this.
In the bottom.
Yeah, and you would make a piece that would match the length of this.
All right. So 2 black pieces, 2 white pieces, and then the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Y básicamente lo vamos a replicar en el lado opuesto para darle el efecto del hocico, del pico.
And so you would...
Son 5 partes en total. La de abajo, la de los lados y las 2 negritas.
The glue order here is you would glue from right here all the way over here. My hot glue gun is somewhere. I don't know where it is right this moment. I forgot to get it ready, and it'll take 5 minutes to...
So that's the inside basically, right?
Yeah, so you would glue from right here all the way to here, and then you put this one on here.
Okay.
And press it and let it sit while it cools. And while that's cooling, you can glue on this black one right here. So you would set it down, have it cool, and then you glue this piece on. Make sure you cover all your white.
Okay. Básicamente lo que vamos a hacer con una pistola de silicona es en la parte de adentro del foamix vamos a pegar a todo el borde y lo vamos a unir la parte de arriba juntos, así. Así nada más la parte de arriba la cerramos para que se seque y mientras tanto podemos pegar también la negrita.
So I didn't make this one perfect because it's not quite perfect. So you just keep pushing it forward until all the white is covered.
No queda perfecta, solamente lo vamos a empujar hasta que cubramos todo lo blanco de arriba y quede bien la ilusión.
And then you glue that bad boy on there. And then, so once that inside is this part right here is dry, you're going to take it.
La parte de arriba. So that's the top part that we glue, right?
Yeah, you glue the top part of the beak because the bottom part's a triangle.
Okay. Y como le recordamos que le pegamos la parte de arriba porque la de abajo va el triángulo.
All right, here we go. All right, I got myself some clips. So, da-da-da. This is not how I normally do this, but so you have this back part right here is the glued part.
Okay, vamos a como no tienen la pistola de silicona preparada, vamos a como si estuviera pegado, entonces él puso los clips, pero eso no es necesario, solamente para el ejemplo. This is just for the class, guys. We don't have to do this.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, if you wanted to let it dry, you could, but.
Oh, bueno, si quieres darle una ayuda para que se seque, sí puedes usarlo, pero eso nada más es un ejemplo para el propósito de la clase.
Yeah. So this is your glue spot, the first glue one, and then you glue one of the sides, and then you take this, you shove it up here. Da-da.
Y básicamente el triángulo lo hacemos el tamaño que queramos hacerlo. Entre más ancho queremos el pico, lo hacemos más ancho el triángulo. Si lo queremos más pequeño, lo hacemos más delgadito.
Yeah.
So all the triangle just really comes down to how wide you want it. So if you wanted something very big, you would have to make it a lot wider than how you did it right now. But it's all up to you guys. Just keep in mind, it's all about symmetry.
Yeah, make it symmetrical, and then you would dry fit this first. So you're like, all right, that's where I want it, and then so while you're holding it there, take your I can't Ha. So it's dry fit. You figure out where you want it. You can mark it if you want. You're like, all right, that's going to fit pretty well. See how now we have this triangle in the back? That's the triangle is structural. You need the triangle to make it so it doesn't flap in the wind. So now this piece right here is fitting pretty well. And you're like, okay, so you can start gluing it just around on one side, put it together, hold it with your hand. Once it starts getting stuck, you can do the other side.
Okay. Básicamente con la silicona vamos a pegarlo de un lado. Cuando notemos que se está pegando, podemos hacer la otra parte, pero no es recomendable hacer la otra parte hasta que terminemos un lado.
All right. You would also cover this one with black because, see, there's the bottom of that one side. And then I sharpied this top here.
Básicamente, la parte de arriba la coloreó, pero también es recomendable trabajar cubriendo esa misma parte de donde está el negro hacia el ojo también. Can you show it all around? Como podemos ver, así.
Yeah. So this is the top. This is Sharpie. This is the bottom. I sort of glued it on.
Él pegó también esa parte de abajo, pero arriba la coloreó con el Sharpie.
Yeah.
It's not you kind of don't notice the difference between the Sharpie and the foam.
Yeah, you really don't. I actually Sharpied the bottom too. So you could use foam here or Sharpie. I Sharpied it.
Como podemos ver, lo podemos usar con un marcador, colorear la parte de abajo y la de arriba, o pegar una parte más. We have a neatest thing, love it.
And then the last thing I do is I poked some holes in the back, and these are just to put a 260 so you can attach to the to your balloon structure.
Okay, básicamente lo que hacemos son unos dos huecos al final en la parte de atrás para después anudar un 260 para anudarlo hacia la estructura de globos.
And I actually these were previously used, so I haven't cut off the old ones. So that's why they're not full 260s, but they were, and I'm looking for a 260 right now.
Bueno, y como lo ven, eso fue un 260 que él usó, un ósico que usó para una decoración, así que lo tuvo que cortar. Pero básicamente necesitamos tener 260 enteros.
All right. Da-da-da. Almost. Here we go. Here's some 160s. This is what I got. But I would use 260s. Get in there. All right. All right. Da-da-da. And then, all right. So I also use foam for the eyeballs, and they're just round circles with some white spots in them.
Él también usa esa misma técnica para los ojos, pero nada más son círculos, simplemente círculos.
All right. So then, let's see, which way are you facing? There we go. Da-da-da. Let me see. Yeah. All right. I wish nobody in the house. All right, so you take this, and because it's a triangle, you use this balloon right here to sort of shove in there.
Ok, y como vemos, el último globo lo vamos a introducir hacia el hocico para que quede todo bien fijado.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. Brilliant. All right. So you have your little things. You just sort of shove it on there.
Como que lo forzamos así para que quede bien preciso.
can see it or not, but
Yeah, we can see it.
all right, great. You take that, you go to the other side.
Y básicamente es anular esos 260 por los dos lados.
There we go. And then it will sit on there pretty nicely, like so.
Como podemos ver, tiene una gran forma de...
Okay.
Yes. Very nice.
It's pretty solid on there too.
Let's give a big round of applause. It's a very, very nice, very neat technique. Something different, something very special. We have comments saying, wow. Right. Very nice, Nate. Thank you for sharing that, how to make the beak.
You're totally welcome. I think that's pretty much it for the flamingo. So yeah.
So do you have? Can you show us do you have another one, right?
I mean, I have a frame.
Oh, I thought I saw two.
There's the frame, and then there's the flamingo.
Okay. So that's it. That concludes the class, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Was there something else you wanted to see?
No, that's fine. It's just so we can do the closing and the final. And I'm trying to see if we can get a picture. So
I can send you a picture.
No, a picture of. Okay, how about we take a selfie? Because we want to take a screenshot and so people can post it on the stories and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Here, let me find some eyeballs real fast.
Okay.
Or an eyeball.
Yeah, we only need one side, basically.
All right, sorry. I just need one eyeball. Head. We're not having eyeballs.
Way, I'll be closing this off, guys. So we want to thank the people of Balloon Palace, especially Nita. Thank you so much for having us today. And Nate for sharing this new and awesome and just amazing technique of how to make a flamingo and how to make a very, very life-size flamingo, actually. So thank you guys for having us today. And also, don't forget that we will be back at 3 p.m. with another episode, another instructor. And let's get this picture going. All right, 1, 2. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nate. Again, I want to see, you want to share something, close off with comments, anything that you want to share with us? Any motivational?
Motivational? I don't know.
But
on the spot, I'm not good at motivational. I am an optimist. No, get the tools that you need. Don't skimp, and bandsaw, one of the best things you can purchase right now. And then don't use duct tape. Use gaff tape. I'm dead serious. Use gaff tape. See.
Básicamente lo que nos dice Nate es que no dejemos hacer cosas bonitas, no hagamos las cosas fáciles y intentemos hacer cosas como diferentes, como él acaba de demostrarnos hacer un hocico. Así que muchas gracias. We have someone saying thank you so much. It looks very nice, new ideas. Thank you very much for teaching. A lot of applauses. They're saying very, very nice, very pretty. Thumbs up. So I think that concludes for the class for today. We want to thank you once again, Nate. Please save the video and send me a picture and a vertical video if you can, please. And once you close off the live, you see the X on the top? Okay, so you're going to click on that, and then it's going to give you the option to save the video in the bottom.
Okay.
All right. What is the tape again?
Gaff tape.
How do you spell that?
GAFF.
Okay, gaff tape.
Yeah.
Tape right there. And please, once you save the video, tag yourself, tag the Balloon Collective. Okay. Okay?
Yep.
Thank you so much, Nate. It's been a pleasure to work with you.
Yeah, you're totally welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, please tag yourself, the Balloon Collective, guys. Follow Nate and follow Balloon Palace if you want to go and shop in New Jersey.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.